Fucking rad news on this.
Tell me your rad news.
Castlevania Season 3.
Oh, man. It looks so good. I like
happy.
And it's not directly tied to a specific Castlevania game.
I was going to ask. This is the one question I had. After watching this trailer, I wanted to know, I'm like, is there a game that
It is taking place in between 3 and Curse of Darkness.
Okay, so they would start putting in teaser bits
for Hector getting out of his sex cage.
But we're still following the trio from 3.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And then there's a little bit in that trailer that made my brain go, oh, and it's, hold on a second. Belmonts aren't magicians, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they use magic.
They're holy as fuck
in a bunch of the games.
Yeah.
They get a fire whip, they get the Grand Cross, and then you see this trailer go out and it's like, oh, because modern Belmonts are descendants of Trevor and Sifa, they know a little bit of magic. Just enough to light the whip on fire. Just enough to do a Grand Cross.
It's in the blood. It's still there. They're Helsings, but also they got a little bit of that.
Yeah, because the end of that trailer is Grand Cross.
Is that what he's doing?
If you frame by frame it, there's a cross frame in there.
I didn't know what he was doing. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay. That's exciting. I didn't know he could do that.
He can't! That's what I'm getting at!
Okay. Got it. Cool. That's exciting. Now, here's my other question, right? Again, I'm a Castlevania outsider checking this out and loving this animated series. Would you guys, as Castlevania fans, rather the continuing adventures of this world or a gradual movement through the numbers?
So they're gonna do, assuming the success continues, I can see a gradual movement through the numbers, because Alucard gets to be in a lot of them.
Yeah.
Maybe not as a main character, but you can cut to him chilling in the castle, whatever the fuck.
Are you down with Trevor not being around anymore in order to get to Symphony and then eventually...
I have a feeling that we're going to see Curse of Darkness dramatically curtailed into 2 episodes of Season 3. Right?
Okay.
Hector's going to go to the fucking castle and fuck Isaac up. And that'll be ongoing alongside the original story, because Curse of Darkness sucks ass.
Like, these characters in this world is great, right? This is great. But are you down to get to Soma eventually?
At Season 4... I would imagine we're going to be going to our fucking caveman Conan-looking motherfucker Simon.
Yeah. You gotta.
Who will know how to do... Who will be a much beefier Belmont.
And
he's huge, man. He's gigantic.
And this is the thing, right? If you got... Like, again, I'm not... You know? I'm the secondary here.
Yeah.
I'm the secondary.
You need a time skip from this story for Dracula to fucking come back to life.
If you guys, right, the Castlevania fans, if you're willing to let this shit JoJo.
Yeah.
If you're willing to let it JoJo.
Well, it has to.
Right?
It literally has to.
Yeah. And I love, you know me, I love when time moves, right? But I know that not everybody wants that. Some people are like, no, I want more of my Trevor and my adventures, right?
There's tons of cool people that they can hang out with.
Think about how tired Dracula gets to be.
Oh, he gets to be so tired.
By the end of this shit. Like when Simon shows up and you have a whole new Belmont.
And he's like, oh my god, I'm finally alive again. This is the shit. And he looks out the window and he sees the vampire killer growing through, because it's like his porch.
Yeah, and like he's full of all this spunk and vigor, and he's like, "You steal men's souls," you know. And that, like,
well, here's the thing, that's way out there.
But
that's season like 6, 7, 8.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you like, you know, when he's sitting on the throne
and he's just tired,
and he's got his hand on his head and he's got the wine
and his hair's white now.
He's fucking done. And why wouldn't he be? Think about how tired he was when we first saw him.
Yeah, episode 1. Oh,
checked out. Super checked out.
Yeah.
You know?
That trailer has a lot of great stuff in it. Legion's in there. The giant ball of humans. All sorts of shit. Yeah, I can see season 3 being just skip through Curse of Darkness as soon as you can, and then 4 would be Castlevania 1, and it would be just that, and then 5 would be Castlevania 2.
If this JoJo's through time, and we get all these seasons coming out, and they're all quality, short little groups of episodes that are all like perfect representations of the games that they're moving through, I will become a huge Castlevania.
There's only one.
This show.
There's only one thing that I think might be a problem, and that is I don't know of who the fuck Simon's gonna hang out with.
Yeah,
as secondary characters.
Talk to your whip, bro.
You know what? Fine. But
he's got a bibble.
I'm saying
talk
like
to the bibble.
I'm using my brain powers, and I think season 6 is the earliest we can get Maria and Richter and Alucard.
How about this? How about like
Christ, no, 7 would be Alucard.
Death is fucking around with him as he's going through the castle.
Yeah,
and Death is fucking,
and he's like tee hee hee.
Yeah, and he's like, get away from me, asshole. And there you go, right? Simon's got Death to talk to.
Yeah.
And, Succubus and fucking...
The whole gang is there.
All the warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I would get so in. Because
they already made the most important decision they could make in this animated series, and that was to skip Lament of Innocence and relegate Leon to a painting on the wall and one line of dialogue.
We moved past it.
Because Lament of Innocence predates Dracula.
And was terrible, right?
And it's terrible. But but fuck that, it predates Dracula.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
Right. Yep.
Who gives a fuck?
If
we get to season 10, then you'll finally be able to see the War of 1999.
Yeah. Which the games have been I heard
no
WrestleMania pointing for a while.
Because you got to go through Castlevania Bloodlines, and then you got to go through
what was the 3DS one?
3D no, those are post.
But wait, wasn't the sequel to Picard? Wasn't the sequel to Picard? You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
Picard?
Follow me here. Patrick Stewart was the voice narrator.
Oh, shut up. Of Zobek?
In
the new Castlevania.
Which
Lords of Shadow?
I tested Lords of Shadow.
That shit is...
okay.
Doesn't exist.
And Lords of Shadow 2 is 1999, is it not?
Just go to hell.
Isn't it?
No.
It is.
Also go to hell.
That's
not what anyone is talking about. No one is talking about that. That is the Mercury Steam.
The sequel
Street.
to Picard is 1999.
This is terrible, and you need to stop. No one's giving a shit about that. Not a single fuck.
Dude, listen, when I was testing that shit, and like I was doing compliance on it, so like there's a bunch of it that I didn't necessarily see, but there was also all I remember is just that it's I don't know if it's a loading screen or the opening cutscene of him walking, and it's just him. Like that's all that game is to me. It's a crowd control button, and then it's big shouldered man walking while a map is moving over him in a transparent.
Lords of Shadow 1 was better than it should have been. It was fine, but I think the biggest bummer about it was that it had almost nothing in it that was like, yeah, Castlevania. There's a single reference to Vampire Killer, the song in the game. And it's like, okay.
So when did 1999 happen?
1999 happens after Rondo of Blood and then Symphony of the Night. Then the fucking whip gets passed down to the Morrisons due to a fucking curse.
Right, you said what do you mean and then? As in, it happens after?
Yeah, in Castlevania Bloodlines takes place after Symphony of the Night.
Yes, but...
And they give the Vampire Killer to the Morrisons because Richter fucked it up and cursed it by becoming Dracula's bullshit.
Okay.
And then you get Castlevania Bloodlines, then you totally do get Portrait of Ruin. You're right. You get Portrait of Ruin after that. Then there is... You remember did you ever play Castlevania? What's it called? Fucking... Circle of the Moon or DS or whatever.
I played Circle
of the Moon. They reference the War of 1999.
They sure do.
Which is the Julius Belmont with his cowboy-looking shit gets the whip back, and kills Dracula for good for realsies. And it is Dracula's castle enacts like a world war from the castle. And Julius kills him beyond all recognition. He will never come back. And here's Soma for some reason.
What game is Genya Arikado from?
He is from I didn't play Circle of the Moon or those ones, but he's at least from he's at least from Dawn of Sorrow.
Okay. And
he runs a Japanese company.
I need that.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
He literally just dyes his hair.
Listen, look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
I need that.
Yeah, you're gonna we're talking season 14,
that is
15 right now.
I don't give a fuck. That is what I need. Okay? Black-haired Alucard in the suit is like choice.
That's very far away. That's very far away.
It is the coolest thing I have ever seen. Is literally that picture. I don't know shit.
It's just Alucard in a suit.
It's so clean.
It's just him in a suit.
It's so cool.
And he dyes his hair.
Old person from the past looking modern with the cool shit, with the time and the suit. It's fucking great. It's great. I love that.
I don't get it. It's literally just Alucard in a suit.
Way in. It reminds me of the motherfucker from Death Note. Delete.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kira's lackey.
I don't know either Death Notes.
I
don't know about the anime or the Netflix adaptation.
Mikami. Teru Mikami is the name. Anyway, Teru Mikami is very similar in that way. But he also very cool part of Death Note. I liked him.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it.
Just go see some Matt Hardy wrestling matches and get it out of your system.
Nah, bro. It's gotta be Alucard in the suit with the black hair.
I don't get it. For somebody who's not a Castlevania mark, this is a bizarre, singular. Oh man, that's the cool bit though.
I really like Alucard in general. So seeing him in the future, in fucking choice. Clean,
and if I remember right,
awesome.
Him and Julius are the ones that fucking shut it down in '99.
Okay, but so you're down for this journey?
It can go 15 seasons.
Now how much?
It's not gonna.
Netflix though.
Netflix will probably kill it after this one. It's probably done.
There's too much.
Which sucks because Dracula upon resurrection is a thing I would love to see. Because he's still depressed.
See, who's bankrolling JoJo, right? Anime seasons can just get the money rolling.
Can we get some kind of
David
new
Productions
animated horse technology so that we can get part 7?
They're already working on the horse tech, bro. Ugh. They're already doing
Alternative companies that have nothing to do with it are trying to figure out.
There are 10 people at David Production right now. Scanning a horse.
Maybe we can make the horse not look like shit in anime.
You don't understand, dude.
Horses are tough.
You thought Berserk was bad.
I did think Berserk was bad, and I was right because it's terrible.
Okay. I know you haven't read it, right?
Yeah.
But you know the role that horses play.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
What if they said the only way to animate Steel Ball Run is to remove the horses entirely?
Johnny can't fucking walk!
Wheelchair! He wheelchairs it!
Wheelchair run?
He wheelchairs it the whole way. What if that's the only way?
Everyone's in wheelchairs?
Otherwise, the show is canceled. JoJo is canceled?
I'd be done with it.
Or we get rid of the horses.
I'd be good with that.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't give a shit. That'd be hilarious. That'll result in a hilarious, did you know anime factoids? Did you know that in the original manga version of Steel Ball Run, they rode horses instead of wheelchairs?
Did you know that the original manga was called Steel Ball Run and not Wheelchair Run?
Oh, that's true. Wait, they're not riding steel balls. That would only make sense.
He's not running.
No, he's not. He's not. Johnny Joestar is not a sprinter.
He's a little, yeah. Gonna have a hard time with that one. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it.
Don't let it be said that not being able to have use of your legs could ever stop you from Vogue posing.
Certainly not. He finds his ways. He finds his ways. Dude, fuck it. Ditch the horses then.
This might be a spoiler question, but I wouldn't think so. Does the story start and he loses the ability to use his legs, or is he just unable to walk from page 1?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, the idea of Castlevania taking its time, right? And here's the problem too.
There's a lot of time to. So when I saw Castlevania Season 3 like announced, I thought it was going to be just straight up Curse of Darkness, and then it cuts to continuing on from Season 2. I'm like, oh, all right then. I guess we are going to take our time.
Okay, what if, right, Netflix just said, hey guys, right, this is doing well. It's not doing that well.
Yeah.
That we're going to fucking bankroll you forever.
Yeah.
But let's say we're giving you exactly 15 more episodes.
Okay.
Divide them however you want.
All right.
What would you do? Because one episode for one arc is, you can't, right? To pull one game into one episode would be a bad idea.
You do 5 for Simon, 3 for Castlevania 1, 2 for Castlevania 2. Then you pour all the remainder into Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. So
5,
you do 10 for Symphony of the Night and Rondo.
Hold on. 5 for Simon.
Yeah.
3 for 1, 2 for 2.
Yeah. And then you do
5 for Symphony.
You do 4 for Rondo, 6 for Symphony. And then you're done.
We went past 15.
No, that's 4, 6, 3, 2 is 15.
Okay, sorry. Okay. The way you said that when you said 5 for...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay, that was confusing.
But yeah, no, you do Castlevania 1 and 2, because skipping them would be fucking weird.
So you stop at Symphony?
Yeah. Symphony's the important one.
Huh. And anything afterwards...
would be a bonus. I did 20? No, I didn't.
You said 5 for Simon.
Yeah.
That means 5 are now gone.
Yes, right.
Then 3 for 1.
No.
Sorry. 3 for 1 and 2 for 2. Yeah. That's the breakdown
That's
of the
5 for Simon.
That's the 5.
And then 10 for Rondo and Symphony.
10 for Rondo
which
and
would be
Symphony.
4 for Rondo, 6 for Symphony.
Okay.
That's 15.
And then you kick it there. Interesting. So you wouldn't want to give each one a little bit less in order to squeeze a bit more of the future in there?
No, because Castlevania 1 and 2 are, I mean, Dracula fucking comes back and Simon alone beats him down. And he also kills Death.
Yeah.
In that process.
Wait, when Death is around in
kills
Symphony.
Death.
Symphony.
He kills Death. He beats Death to death. And then Death comes back because he's Death.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Fine. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if people are agreeing with you on ending at Symphony, but
what, you want to give Symphony of the Night like 2 episodes? Go to hell.
No, but it seems like folks want to take it at least as far as Area of Sorrow.
Nah.
So hard to say.
As I never played Area of Sorrow, I don't really have a strong connection to it.
Fair enough. Okay. I touched it.
Because I'd rather go and fucking do Order of Ecclesia
Order
than
of Ecclesia.
Area of Sorrow. Because Shinoa kicks ass. Because she has the tattoo on her back that shows you where the only remaining dry land is.
So you don't really care about Soma then?
I don't really care about Soma.
A lot of people like Soma.
I know.
He's a very popular character.
I am aware of this.
I think a lot of people would want to see it get as far as
I don't
Soma.
care as much for his gameplay gimmick. I don't like the absorb shitzillion abilities.
Right, but plot wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem I always have with Soma is that everything Soma is doing sucks ass compared to the backstory of those games, which is the World War Against Hell of 1999. And it's like, what is that? oh, well, the whole planet was enveloped by darkness during an eclipse, and Dracula was going to destroy the Earth, and Julius and Alucard fucking killed him so hard he can't resurrect anymore.
See, I thought you were going to say the problem you had with Soma was that every time you picture him doing actions, they're being done in really cheap cell shading.
No, it's
as opposed to a painterly beautiful...
It's the thing that creates Soma is cooler than Soma.
Yeah. Well, see, it seems like that's not
like they killed Dracula's soul. Like
let the record show that most people disagree with that.
All right, that's fine.
But I don't know. I certainly don't know. But I definitely would. I hope that they do get the bandwidth to at least get to Symphony.
I don't think many people would be all that upset if they skipped 1 and 2 and went straight to Symphony.
And right, because that's a whole lot of Alucard.
Yeah.
A whole lot of Alucard.
He's very popular.
We can give him some time off. We can give him some downtime.
Yeah.
While we're wrapping those other stories up.
Because because 1 and 2, like the way it ends up working out, I mean, they obviously weren't written, designed, whatever the fuck like this.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are like, yeah, Alucard's asleep when Dracula resurrects, and he's just not around.
Right. And here's the other thing, right? The way these episodes were done, don't forget how compelling and interesting like some of those side characters were that are nobody in those games.
I hope.
What's the black guy? His servant there,
Isaac.
Yeah.
So Isaac is about a million shitzillion times cooler in this anime adaptation than he ever was in Curse of Darkness.
So like shit like that, you can watch. You can dedicate more time to fleshing out characters like him.
Yeah.
And you want to see where they go.
There's one thing that I'm hoping for this season that is kind of a ass pull. But you saw in the trailer, Alucard attacks a guy to scare him outside the castle.
Yes.
I hope that's Grant. Because there are 4 playable characters in Castlevania 3. And it's Trevor, Sifa, Alucard, and Grant the Thief.
So this would be the place to introduce.
This would be I was coming to rob Dracula's castle. Now the Dracula's dead. And Alucard's like, get the fuck out of my house.
And now that the story's over, he shows up in season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then he helps them fuck up Camilla or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm down. Although...
I forgot his name is Grant Danasty.
Grant Danasty. Does anyone on this piece of key art look like him? Hey.
That's sick.
Cans.
You just knocked over many cans.
Don't worry about those cans. We have a piece of key art over here.
Key art. No.
Okay.
I don't know who that guy at the top is, though.
Dude's clutching. He's clutching pearls.
Yeah.
He's clutching pearls. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll see where this goes. But
also, they're going weird on this because there's a bunch of like Asian Belmonts.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck's going on with that. Like that definitely never came in. Maybe you know what? Maybe that's gonna be their little tease for why Alucard would move to Japan in the future.
Is that
Genya Arcado? He's a Japanese man in the future.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Alucard in Yellowface?
He's rather pale, Pat. He's very, very pale.
But he's like pretending to be Japanese.
No, he's just very pale. He's also a weeaboo.
I'm just asking questions.
Which, let's face it, of all the cultures he would adopt.
Yeah.
Someone like him.
So yeah, in Symphony of the Night, he found a katana, and he was like,
oh. I would like to know more about this. I'm interested in this.
I have to kill Dad again.
Of course, yeah. He says, "I'm interested in this," and then he finds out where the katana came from.
You know what I want? You know why I want Castlevania 1 and 2 to show up? Because Castlevania 1, he gets killed again immediately upon resurrection, and then Castlevania 2, he's mid-resurrection, and Simon kills his corpse. Right?
He's just a throwaway fucking boss?
No, you're getting his corpse parts to bring him back a little bit so you can kill him harder.
Okay.
So that leads us to Castlevania Symphony Rondo, where he's back again, and he's like, yeah, which lets him look out the window and see another Belmont with another whip coming to his house.
Years later.
And just like, oh! You know? Just, fuck!
Yeah.
Again with the motherfucking whip! I hate that whip!
Everyone needs to feel tired.
I also want to point out that when he gets hit by that whip in the second season, he implies that he has already been hit by that whip in the past. He recognizes it by name. In Castlevania season 2, episode 7, when he gets hit by it, he goes, "Whoa, wow, the Morning Star whip, good job." It implies that, like, one of the older dudes beat on him with it before and lost.
Nondescript Belmont?
In between Leon and Trevor.
Okay.
Like, there's a real not again to this.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to imagine who that would be. But, okay. Excited. Big excite.
Dracula and Ganon, they have the same energy.
But Ganondorf is like it's fresh for him every time.
Yeah.
Ganon is probably tired.
Yeah,
of
but
the
they
shit.
both look out the window and they see that asshole with that one stick they always have, and they go, "Fuck!" Again with this.
But you see the great part, if anything, if Nintendo ever had the balls to let it rock, right, would be that Ganon is the only being in the world that actually might have that memory, whereas even Link and Zelda and Dorf and everyone involved, it's all fresh and first experiences for them. But the demon itself and the stick, it definitely, it's like it's another fucking romp.
The one last thing that I want to say to the gang in the chat watching this, who are saying calling it the Morning Star is lame compared to the Vampire Killer. To my knowledge, the Morning Star whip is not the Vampire Killer. In fact, I believe that the regular ass looking whip that Trevor has in that trailer is the Vampire Killer.
Also, I like the name Morningstar because in addition to being a reference to in addition to being a weapon name, it is also similar to what Lucifer calls himself.
Lucifer loves being the Morning Star.
That's what he is. So I think that's very cool.
I want to see Grand Cross kill like 1,000 dudes. You
want that camera to zoom out and just keep going?
Well, because they're in a room with a bunch of demons attacking them,
but
I want Grand Cross to go off, and they're just smears on the wall all the way around.
Okay, but do you want it to be like that like holy nuke, or do you want the video game float into the air as the things circle around him and the full-on...
No, I want it to be like a burst, like a bomb.
Okay, the holy nuke.
Like a Jesus bomb. And then the dust settles, and it's just like monster and vampire shapes on the wall.
I would like to see the float. I would be super down to see the float into the air, and as campy and as ridiculous as it is in the game, too. Go for it. Drop that collar.
And I want one
of
the villains to have seen it and go, fuck!
What the fuck is that? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Is that what he's doing? Well, that's really hype.
That's totally Grand Cross.
Super hype that's what he's doing. I didn't catch it.
And it'd be the first Grand Cross ever.
Yeah, it would be. It would have to be, right? Certainly. Cuz otherwise, I mean, what? Simon's pulling those out all the time, but
yeah, Simon and Richter just know how to do it.
Just doing it. Yeah. Okay.
They get a crucifix and they're like, yeah.
It's a nuke.
Yeah.
You just picked up a nuke. Oh man, that move is ridiculous. To be fair, if you're a fucking vampire spawn, that shit is busted. All right.